You are driving the car, you are inside, which is your car 1. The second car you are driving is the car in front of you. The third car you are driving is the car inside. The fourth car, and the car at your back is the last car you are driving. So now, if you are driving 5 things, so there's what we call defense. I always tell my students that always be a defensive driver and not a lawyer.
Play.
Yes. So always be a defensive driver and not a lawyer. So now, looking at this scenario, if you eat this car, you understand? If you eat this car, and if you are going to look it according to motions, now according to the first law of motion, we say that what every object in the universe will continue to be in a state of rest or uniform motion on a straight line unless it's being acted upon by an external force. External force F. Your force is what? Your force is MA. Call this equation 1. Oh, your force is what? Mass times acceleration. Equation 1. Now, the second law says that what? The rate of change of momentum of a body, the rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to the applied force which takes place in the direction in which the force acts.
Play.
Now, removing your proportionality and you have your rate of change of momentum equal to what? Force. Call this equation 2. Yes, students. Now, what is my momentum? my momentum is what? Mass times velocity. Call this equation 3. Now, putting it in this equation, you'll be having what? Now, substituting equation 3 into equation 2. You have what? Mass times velocity over time equal to what? Equal to force. Call this equation 5. Now, recall that your what? Your force is what? Is mass times acceleration. Now, you now have mass times velocity over time equal to what? MA. Your mass cancel A. Finally, your acceleration equal to velocity over time, equation 6. Now, looking at this, what am I bringing out here? What I'm bringing out here is that, as you can see, what I'm bringing out here is that, listen, now, acceleration, accelerator. Now, acceleration is what? Velocity over time. So if you look at the formula of acceleration, even from the onset, is velocity over time. Now we bring it out from equation of motion. Now, this is the second law of motion, which says that the rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to the applied force, which is takes place in the direction in which the force acts.
Play.
Now, when you are not talking about conservation of linear momentum, that says that what the total momentum of a body, it remains constant irrespective of their direction. This another vehicle moving. Now, let's assume that this vehicle is stationary at rest. It's moving, and you are now moving with what? An initial velocity. You now hit this vehicle. You now move with common velocity. Now, in this case, I can say that what? I can say that case one. Case one will be what? You have your own mass. The car you are inside, it has its own mass. Let's call it M1. It's moving with a velocity. Let's call it V1. Plus the car that was stationary at rest. It was stationary at rest. It will be what? It has its own mass too. M2. It has its what? Its velocity too. V2 equal to. Now, let's not say that what? Are you getting it now? It was at rest, so it will be 0. Then your V2 equal to 0. Now you have your M1, V1. By the time you put 0 here, this one will cancel out. M1 equal to what? V into bracket M1 plus M2. Because what? They now move with common, when they collide, you are moving with a certain velocity. You now go and hit another car in front. You now move with the same velocity, which is the common velocity. Now you can now make this. Oh, you can now make this. Looking at this, what do I have? Now, you can now make your common velocity the subject on the formula, which is equal to M1 V1 over what? M1 plus M2. Call this equation 7. Oh, are you getting it? Call this equation 7. Now, let's say case 2. A car is moving with a certain velocity. Now, it's moving. You are now moving with another velocity. You now hit it and you now move with common velocity. In this case, your V still remains. Because it has its velocity is moving with.
Play.
Now, In case 2 now, you now have what? M1 V1 plus M2 V2 equal to what? V bracket M1 plus M2. Now, your V will be equal to M1 V1 plus M2 V2 over what? M1 plus M2. Call this equation 8. Oh, students, are you getting me? Oh, are you enjoying the class? You can see that physics and driving, they are the same. You can see that there is what application of this. Your driving car is beyond what you can imagine. These are the calculation aspects behind driving. Now, what is equation 2? Now, the last case now, a car is moving, is coming, another car face each other. They now hit each other and they move it. Common velocity. In this case, it will not be what? M1 V1 minus M2 V2 equal to what? M1 plus M2 into bracket V. Therefore, your V equal to what? M1 V1 minus M2 V2 over what? M1 plus M2. Call this equation what? This will be my equation. Oh, this will be my equation 9. Now, recall from equation of motion. From equation of motion that you have what? Your speed equal to ut plus what? Half at squared. And you have what equation of motion that say that what? The second equation of motion that say v squared equal to what? U squared plus what? 2as. Another one that what? That what? V equal to what? U plus at. We have another one that say s equal to what? V plus u over 2 into bracket t. So now, when you are now talking about, we talk about the accelerator. We talk about the accelerator. What is the accelerator? We talk about the speed. Now we are talking about the speedometer. The speedometer what? It registers what? It measures the instantaneous speed. Registers the instantaneous speed the car is maintaining. At that moment, oh, it registers the instantaneous speed the car is maintaining at that moment.
Play.
Now, let's now look into it now. Oh, what is my velocity? Students, what is my velocity? My velocity is a case of displacement over time, which is a what? Which is a vector quantity that is at both magnitude and direction. Now, from this equation of motion now, you can see that what your velocity v squared equals to u squared plus 2s. By the time I substitute, let's say that my u squared now, which is what the initial velocity is 0 at that moment. Now, when the initial velocity is 0, then tell me you just have your v squared equal to 2as. By the time I place it in my this one, I can make b the subject of the formula. Square root of what? 2as. I put it into what? Square root of what? 2as equal to what? Displacement over time. Call this what? Call this equation allowing. Yes. We talk about the odometer. What does the odometer do? Odometer what? It registers the total distance. Now it's talking about the distance. It's talking about the what? The distance, not speed. Speedometer is talking about the speed. Speed, which is a scalar quantity, which was distance over time. Now, the odometer is talking about the distance, only dealing with distance. Now, looking at speed. Oh, what is my speed? Oh, what is my speed? My speed. Oh, my speed is distance over time. Now, when the odometer is not talking about the distance, you are not talking about distance equal to st. You are making the distance the subject of the formula because that's what we are dealing with. The distance. Oh, student. Oh, student, what am I seeing? You are not seeing what I'm seeing. You are not seeing what am I seeing. Now, distance equal to what? The speed. Now, looking at this equation. From this equation, we make speed the subject of the formula. Now, distance is subject of the formula. Distance is equal to what? Equal to v squared over what? 2a. Oh, we make distance the subject of the formula, which is speed. We got what? V squared over 2a. Now, substituting the inside here, because this one is speed, this one is distance. Now, it will not be what? It will not be distance. It will not be what? V squared over 2a equal to what? St. Now, I cannot make my speed. You cannot see the relationship between speed and velocity now. Now, making time the subject of the formula. Oh, making time the subject of the formula. We have it T equals what? B squared over what? 2AS. What is equation? Oh, what is equation 12? Now, what am I bringing out in this case? Now, I'm bringing out a relationship between what your speed and velocity. You can know that your speed, your velocity is what distance over time, displacement over time. Your speed is what distance over time. Velocity is this vector quantity, while your speed is a scalar quantity. So an odometer only deal with the distance, while the speedometer deal with the speed. That's why in express, the maximum speed limit in express is 100 km per hour. Oh, it's 100 km per hour.
Play.
Now, on the highway, the maximum speed limit is 80 km per hour. Anywhere you go, they may ask you, they can make it, they can wake you up and do that. So what is students, they can ask you anywhere that what is the maximum speed on the highway? It is what? 80 km per hour. Why? In a built up area, it's 50 km per hour. Kilometer per hour. Let's look at it. Kilometer per hour. Student, you are not seeing what I'm seeing. You are not seeing what I'm seeing. Kilometer per hour. Let's look at the kilometer per hour. Kilometer is what? Is a function of what? Function of distance. While per hour is time. Looking at this, per hour is time. Hour, time, deal with time, right? Now you are talking about what? You are talking about distance over time, which is equal to what? Speed. So that this is the what? Distance over time. You can now say that this is the what? Kilometer per hour, the SI unit of distance over time. Now it's just a simple mathematics. Distance is what? It's in kilometer. Over time is what? It's in hour. Then I want to convert to seconds. I can be saying, okay, it will now become 60 times 60, which equals what? 3,600. Now, if I put it inside here, then I'll convert this kilometer, I'll convert this hour into seconds. So it will now be what? Kilometer over what? Per seconds. That is, it will now be kilometer times 3,600 seconds. So now you are driving 5 cars on the road. The car you are inside, the car in front of you, the car at the side, the car at the left, and the car at your back. So you can see that driving is related to physics. Everything about driving, you can see that there are some calculation aspects in driving. It's beyond what you can imagine. Oh, a lot of people are just driving cars just by rolling the steering. That's why you cannot compare a defensive driver with any other driver. That's why you come to driving school, so that we can give you the best. Because in driving school, that's why Hardestee Driving School is loaded to give you the best. Because we make you a certified driver, theoretically and practically. The other day when I see my student driving, anytime I see them driving, I was so happy. But the way they drive is more professional. They drive with ease. It's very professional because you can't compare our product with any other place. We give the best. That's what we do. Driving sense. So in our next class, we talk about we go into sharing sense. That's why I will also open you to the beauty. You get some beauty of sharing sense. You can see that we give 3 points. You can see that yes, driving is more interesting. We have talked about action sense. We have talked about steering sense. We have talked about gearing sense. We have talked about sharing. We have talked about defensive sense. Now we'll be talking about after the I will say emphasize on the sharing sense. So after that, we now go into what we call acceptation sense. Because acceptation is unforeseen occurrence. Oh, don't let me start. In our next class, we'll talk about that so that we will know that yes, I can see you can enjoy this class. I can see you all you enjoy this class, and we meet up in our next class. Great. I remain the provider of Hardestee Driving School. Hardestee. Thank you.